Today I'm going to walk you through lesson number 1, braking before cross-stepping on a longboard. We always want to wipe off speed before we do a first step on a longboard towards, hopefully, 4 steps. I'm going to walk you through with this video series about all you need to know to get it right on your longboard. Let's go. I chose to film this surf masterclass in a wake surf longboard session in the Sea of Gale in order to keep you up close and tight on my footwork. Have fun. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about 2 main parts of braking before your cross step. We're going to talk about part 1, foot placement after your pop-up, and part 2, about weight transferring. Let's start part number 1. Right after your pop-up, you want to be a little bit further up front in a gliding position, but a tiptoe step away from braking. We want to be away from the brake point because we want to choose when to brake. If we choose to brake right after the pop-up, it doesn't mean it will always be the correct choice. We want to be close to the decision, just a step away, and still generate speed. When you want to start braking, take your back foot a step backwards and push as hard as possible on it. You want to make the nose lift up and push as strongly as possible as you can. Make sure when you're pushing backwards on your back leg, you need to lift a bit your front leg in order to give the board space to lift up. Let's go through this entire wave. I start braking, I wait for the face to come up, I do 2 steps and I get a bit fast. And I see I'm too close to the boat and I miss the section and I do another brake. I wait, I glide in, I try to step and I mistake it. A lot of stuff happens when you start to cross step. You always want to have the braking position. Let's try again, missed it. Take my legs back and brake again. Every time I brake, I give myself another option, another reason to stay close to the wave, close to the power section. Start stepping, pushing to the toes, walking, getting a lot of speed, a little bit of hang 10, going back, and crossing backwards and cheating, making another break. Waiting a little bit and see I'm always on the back foot. Every time I lose my weight, I lose my position, I stay on the back foot in order to get the cross step I want and stay backwards. Every time when you do a cross step, you can see you gain a lot of speed, and right after we need to brake like I just did now. Almost lost my position, brake again. Safe zone is braking. Waiting a bit for my next section. I'm eyeing the section and I want to brake just in front of it. Getting my feet ready, trying to push against the power zone, quickly braking, pushing towards the wall. 2 step, 3, 4, generating a lot of speed and going back. Braking again, safe zone, trying to lift the nose out of the water through all the wake and chop of the boat. Waiting a little bit and braking again. Notice how many times I brake in the wave, how crucial it is. Also in the ocean, we want to know how to brake perfectly and glide through it. Let's talk about part 2, weight transferring. When we transfer our weight to our heels at the beginning of the brake, we transfer it in order to get away from the wave and come back to it. We transfer the weight first to our heels and right after to our toes. We do it simultaneously, transferring to our heels and pushing back on our back leg. Then right after that, we push forward towards our toes and towards our front leg in order to come back towards the wave face. Let's take a closer look. This is a great situation when you're in the middle of the wave and you have too much speed and you want to maximize your section. You put your back foot back, push towards your heels, get away from the section, push on your back leg, and then push back through your toes towards the wave. You do it simultaneously, putting your back foot back and pushing towards your heels. It helps a lot to get away from the wave and wipe as much speed as possible, and then combining back foot pressure and heel pressure away from the wave, you lose a lot of speed, and that keeps you really close to the wave pocket and helps you generate more nose ride time when the wave stands up in front of you.